Hi everyone, I'm Georgia and welcome to the second episode of the Zoom In on Apprenticeship series. So today I'm here with Jenny Vince, who is the Head of Apprenticeships and Employer Engagement here at Exeter College. So hi Jenny, and thank you very much for your time today.
Good afternoon, Georgia. Lovely to be here.
So to start things off, Exeter College has seen a significant growth in apprenticeships in the last 5 years. And there seems to be no better time to become an apprentice with the breadth of qualifications that are available. So first and foremost, what more could be done to raise the profile of apprenticeships to learners that are still in school?
Okay. I've obviously visited lots and lots of schools in my jobs, and I have attended lots of school assemblies on apprenticeships. I'm very aware that we've got the ASK programme, which is a national programme which is taking information about apprenticeships into schools. We work very closely here with our careers hub, which takes lots of careers advice into schools and so on. I suppose I'm keenly aware of the fact that the most powerful messages to young people come from other young people, and therefore what I would like to see is perhaps schools who know their young people who've gone on to take on an apprenticeship invite virtually or in real time those young people back into their schools to tell their particular story. And because, as I say, nothing is more powerful than a young person's voice to another young person, and it would really show the opportunities, not just in terms of salary and in terms of job, etc., but there's so much more to an apprenticeship. It is such a rich experience that having that first-hand person talking to you, I think would be really, really valuable for young people that are still in school.
Lovely. So some people may feel that with the current situation with COVID, that employers may not be seeking new apprentices, which we obviously know is not the case. Mm-hmm. So can you give us a picture of what the next year looks like for those who are leaving school in terms of apprenticeship opportunities?
Yeah, and it has been a really daunting time for people, but there is some really, really positive news. So at college at the moment, this being March the 1st, we have got 90 live vacancies with us. And what this is telling us is that actually employers are seeking apprentices going forward to next year. And we'll look to those vacancies to actually ramp up as we move through the next few months. So some really, really positive messages out there that our really strong employer community are still there and still supporting apprenticeships and still offering opportunities to young people. We're also working with parents and influencers now, because we know that sometimes it can be hard to get the message across in terms of those young people who want to do an apprenticeship. And so what we're doing is running some sessions whereby we're talking to parents and influencers in order to enable them to understand a little bit more about modern apprenticeships and what that means for their young person.
So if a young person is struggling to find an apprenticeship that suits them, what alternatives are there and how would they access these different opportunities?
Okay. Yeah, so it's always interesting, isn't it, when you look at the national picture and it's showing downturn in apprenticeship starts and so on. And actually, what I would say to people living in the region is that we are living in a region where we're not seeing that trend, where we are seeing apprenticeship starts grow, particularly at Exeter College, we're seeing that continued growth of starts. And the reason for that is because we have such a positive employer community in this region that are so supportive of apprenticeships and so supportive of the college as well, that those opportunities are keeping coming. So at the moment, and this being the 1st of March, we have around 90 live vacancies. There's some fantastic opportunities for people of all ages to take up apprenticeships. And we're looking at that to grow over the next few months as well. So I'm really, really positive about the situation for apprenticeships in this particular region, because I know for a fact that our employer community are so supportive of apprenticeships that actually we will keep the momentum going in this region and that they will keep offering those opportunities.
Okay, and lastly, I've really loved getting to know the apprenticeship team, and I feel that that is one of the highlights since I've started my apprenticeship. But what I would love to know is what you love the most about heading up the college's employer engagement team.
To be honest, Georgia, this is the best job I've ever had. And I absolutely love coming to work every day. I may not always look it, but I genuinely do love coming into work every day. And the reason for that is firstly because of the team. So we have an amazing team here based at the Apprenticeship Hub, whose purpose is to drive opportunities for young people or people of all ages, and to work with employers to spread the word about apprenticeships. And that's absolutely fantastic to be part of that common cause. The second thing is that I love working with our employer community. And talking on a personal level, I have met some absolutely amazing employers who are really rooting for apprenticeships in such a fantastic way. I get to go and look around their businesses in more open times than this. I get to know their businesses a little bit more, and I get to understand their needs, and therefore it gives me real insight into what's going on in the region in terms of the requirements for skills and apprenticeships. So on both of those levels, I absolutely love coming in to work. And to work at Exeter College also is a privilege. It's absolutely buzzing. It's working to such high quality and high standards that is fantastic to be part of it.
That is really lovely to hear. Thank you so much for your time today, Jenny. You've given some really, really valuable information, which I think a lot of people will really appreciate. So thank you very much. Okay. Tune in next time to see my interview with Susanna Lawson from the leading e-portfolio provider OneFile, who are also fantastic partners to Exeter College. So on one final note, please do get in contact with the apprenticeship team if you have any queries, or simply you want to find out more information about apprenticeships with Exeter College.